Alrighty, made it to Stavanger. So 23:30 hours here, about 13:30 hours Alaska time. Um, Little connector plane was kind of cool, little A319. But Frankfurt is like, that's a metropolis. Those ramp rules are crazy because they're like cutting each other off, and yeah, very busy airport. Uh, Long flights. I'm pretty tired, even though it's like midday for me now. I'm like just enough I could probably go to sleep. Just remember when you leave the airport, if you don't want to have to pay what, like $20 a beer, you gotta get your alcohol before you leave the airport at the duty free. It's a lot more expensive than normal for us, but it's definitely like cheaper than Norway, so we'll see what those prices are. Otherwise, I'll probably call it a night for you guys, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Alrighty, so day one and number two in Norway. As you can see, we're in Stavanger near the oil museum, which is all about offshore drilling. You can see all the pipe jacks and things like that used in the oil industry here. So, made it in on a flight to the Sola airport in Stavanger, which is kind of on this ocean side, a little ways out of town. Stayed at a little place there by the airport, and then took a bus in. Then now in Stavanger, just hanging out, finding food. Kind of interesting reflections. So it's kind of different. You think Fairbanks might have some litter, but there's a surprising amount of litter here, especially kind of in the public areas. I assume they have people that clean that up, but it's like, wow, you pick up one piece, throw it in a can, there's like 100 more. It's like, wow, I guess people don't really police themselves here. And prices are actually, especially right now, it's exchange rate and all, not terrible compared to Fairbanks. Food, typical dinner, basic thing is like $30. And of course you're paying more for wages instead of tipping, so it kind of rounds out to about the same amount in the end. And it's kind of a nice little town. I think it's kind of neat is, wages don't talk a whole lot, at least in public, so you're just doing your thing, you walk by, you might say good morning or something, but everybody just kind of does their thing, and makes it kind of quiet here, which is sort of nice sometimes. And then like today, probably hit the oil museum, learn about some offshore drilling, find a job in that, just kidding. And then, hang out, met up with my mother's roommate in college, Chris, and Sven, her Norwegian husband, who met at UAF. Always fun to see them. Last I saw them, I think I was 8, so it's pretty neat to run into them. Kind of crazy how time and distance really separate people quite a lot, even with modern communication. We're all just so busy. And otherwise, a little morning run here, got a little PT in. A lot of good public spaces to just kind of do that kind of thing, and then off to breakfast and whatever else we have for the day before we head out on the coastline run here in the fjords. That's really about it. So I'll give you guys an update a little later and keep getting some little scenic shots, get an idea what it's like around here. If anything, it's nice having public transportation. It's all connected right from the airport all the way to town, train, bus, etc. It's very easy once you figure it out. They're all kind of the same, of course, so if long you kind of look at the signs and use Google Maps or something, you can find your way. And it's nice not having to worry about how am I going to get there without a car, or 20, 30 miles, because you can walk everywhere to a public transit hub. So, yep. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace, cheers, and stay well. It's kind of interesting. They went for a run over this big bridge, kind of like the one in Sitka. It's probably about 2 miles, and it's kind of interesting. They have really dense housing, so it really kind of seems to have more of a sense of community. Everybody kind of lives near the water or up on the hills, and it's like everybody's out on the street just hanging out, drinking Fanta or whatever, and meeting their neighbors. Kind of a nice vibe. So today we go out on the ship, the Gon, and then from there we're going to be cruising up north via the fjords. And I'll probably not have really much cell service after that, but it'll be fun. I'll kind of miss this little town. I'll see you guys later.